Hello, welcome to another Vintage Cube Draft. We have pretty unexciting packs. We have mana fixing in the form of Scalding Tarn and Underground Sea. But other than that, there's like a Worm Coil, Impulse, and a Simic Signet. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take the Scalding Tarn. Not that excited in the rest of these cards. I mean, Worm Coil's okay, but I think there's a lot better things you can be doing. If you just play it and it gets Oblivion Ringed, it just does actually nothing. And I think having good mana is pretty important, and blue-red are, I think, two of the best colors in Cube, so I'm going to be taking that. Okay, so we have Tezzeret, which I like taking early. I think this card is very powerful. There's Torrential Gearhulk, which is a bit expensive, but it is good. Mana Confluence, Stomping Ground, which can be got with Scalding Tarn. And then just a Ponder. Honestly, I think I just take the Ponder here. Filtering through your draws is very important, and Ponder does combine well with shuffling effects, such as fetch lands. I think the next pick I would take is probably Stomping Ground or Mana Confluence. Just having good mana is important. But yeah, we'll take the Ponder. Woo. There's a Mind's Desire. I haven't seen, so the last two packs had really no good cards for Storm though, is the problem. So if we took Mind's Desire, it would be kind of on a whim. Which is kind of hard to justify given that there's Search for Azcanta and a Frost Titan. I guess probably Frost Titan's a bit better. Emrakul the Promised End also not terrible. Huh. Mind's Desire, huh? I think that's just too risky to just take that now. If we had like any cards that went better, like if this was Ancestral Recall, maybe I would try and force Storm. But I might just try and wheel this card. I think here I'm just going to pick up... Actually, I'm going to take Emrakul. I want to try this card out, and it could be sweet. Dark Slick Shores. Recurring Nightmare is actually very powerful, so is Survival of the Fittest. And they're a good combo together as well. Is Emrakul even good with Recurring Nightmare? Not really. Survival of the Fittest, huh? Well, I think Recurring Nightmare is the most raw power out of any card here, but I'm not excited about it. Maybe we can wheel Survival of the Fittest. I've seen that card go really late for some reason. Okay, there's Oath of Druids. Doesn't really go well with Recurring Nightmare, but Phantasmal Image definitely does. Goes well with Ponder. There's also Liliana Death's Majesty. It's a 5 mana, mills 2 creatures, and then you can reanimate. It's not awesome. I think honestly Phantasmal Image has the highest upside. Well, Deranged Hermit Recurring Nightmare is the real deal. Alternatively, we could take a Verdant Catacombs if we want to have better mana. But seeing this late's pretty good, and I mean, one of these lands will probably wheel, right? We'll have 2 cards left, so it'll be like Skinrender Seething Song, but I'm not opposed to that. Okay, not much for us here. This makes opponent discard a card. There's a Stirring Wildwood if we want better mana. If we want to splash white cards for some reason in Recurring Nightmare. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take Dig Through Time. It's not even necessarily clear we're playing Recurring Nightmare, and this card's really powerful. There's a Misty. I think it's got to be Misty. None of these other cards are great, and it's looking like we're going to need some mana fixing here. Really don't like this pack. I could take Mental Misstep for the sideboard, maybe. Okay, red seems open. I'm just going to grab a Mana Confluence. Brain Maggot is good with Nightmare, but I think we just need to make sure our mana's okay first. Okay, Elves of Deep Shadow is what we want. It's green, can cast Nightmare in turn 2. So we're kind of looking to be more of like a Reanimator style deck. So now that I think about it, Frantic Search probably should have been the card that we'd pick up, because getting creatures in the graveyard is really good for this. Let's see what else we got. Survival of the Fittest I might take. This deck looks real bad right now. There's a Tarmogoyf. Not horrible. I don't think I want a Vampire Nighthawk, really. It's just a creature to sacrifice. And if we are playing some type of Delirium type deck, you know, it'll help make Tarmogoyf and Emrakul better. So blue-black and blue-green fetches would be pretty nice. And green-black. I think Underground Sea's already gone. I think that was in pack 1. Like the first pack we opened. We took Scalding Tarn instead. So we're going to keep an eye out for those. But yeah, this deck's... it does something. It does something. I can say that with confidence. Take the disc, I guess. I don't think Birthing Pod is in this cube, but I really think it should be. Birthing Pod was one of my favorite decks to play. Yeah, Skinrender came around. I don't really think Legion's Landing is very playable, unless you're like super dedicated mono white, but even then it's not amazing. 3 mana to make a 1/1 every turn is not the best investment. I guess 4 mana because you're tapping the land as well. And likewise, that guy's not too great. Okay, this pack. We have Mana Vault. Helps with our Emrakul situations. Woodfall Primus, which is great with Recurring Nightmare. Honestly, this deck doesn't really want a Mana Vault that badly, because it needs colored mana. I'm just going to grab Woodfall Primus. Hope to wheel a Thoughtseize, maybe a Heartbeat of Spring. Probably not Heartbeat of Spring though. But Recurring Nightmare Woodfall Primus is just too good to pass out. Okay, here's Blooming Marsh. That might come around. So there's Big Garrick, Oracle of Moldiah, Trinket Mage, so on. I'm just going to grab Oracle. This deck is really mana hungry, and we have some fetches to fix the mana. And either Blooming March or Badlands are going to come around, I hope. One of the two. Okay, so here we have Sakura Tribelder and Mesmeric Fiend. Smuggler's Copter is a great way to get creatures in our graveyard. So is Entomb, though. If we can find, like, Reanimate, Exhume. I think I passed Exhume now that I think about it. That's not great. Scarab God could be interesting. That card usually comes around, though. I think I'm just going to honestly take the Copter. This card's really good with Recurring Nightmare. Probably just got to take Breeding Pool here. Although Caryatid does fix our mana as well. Breeding Pool makes both of these tap for blue-green. So there's Wall of Roots, Den Protector, Necrotol. I think we already have Skinrender, so we don't necessarily need a Necrotol. How much mana ramp do we need? I think I'm just gonna grab Den Protector. I think. This card's pretty good with Recurring Nightmare as well. I'm gonna take Wall of Roots. So Marsh Flats right now doesn't do much fixing for us. Search for Tomorrow does. But if we pick up any, like, I guess it just has to be blue-black or black-green duels, then this is good. Maelstrom Pulse is okay. Do I have any removal at the moment, though? Not really. I'm going to take Maelstrom Pulse. I don't have much removal or sorceries. Ooh. Oh, this could be a good Leovold deck. If you can cast Leovold, he is excellent. I want this whole pack. I want Leovold, Braids, Edric, Hierarch, Cloudskate, Temple Garden. I want all these cards. It's got to be this guy, though. Just such a beating against so many decks. And we might even wheel Braids, which I would maybe play. But yeah, Leovold's the one we want. Windswept Heath can get Breeding Pool. Otherwise, Gaia's Cradle acts as a decent green source. Good with Deranged Hermit too. How much green do we really need though? It's good for Woodfall and Emrakul, that's about it. I'm just gonna take a fetch. Okay, so we have Voice of Resurgence, I can't really cast that. I think we're just gonna pick up a Harmonize. I don't think we're gonna be Heartbeat of Springing anytime soon. Badlands, I think I have to pick up. So that's good with Misty. No, not Misty. Scalding Tarn. Make Scalding Tarn tap for blue-black. Mesmeric Fiend. Definitely picking that up. Wow, Splinter Twin going that late, huh? I guess there's a chance we would ever want a Mother of Runes here. Revelar could be sweet in this deck. Master of the Hunt, maybe. Oh, Delver came around, okay. Yeah, Revelar has some cool combos with Deranged Hermit and whatnot. Okay, so we have Mox Ruby. Gives us faster mana. There's Garruk Wildspeaker Steam Vents, which makes... doesn't do much. Probably just taking the Mox. This deck does need faster colorless mana. And maybe we can wheel Kitchen Finks, Garruk. Yeah. Okay, Godless Shrine makes Windswept Heath get green-black. That's a consideration. Chromox actually might be pretty good in this deck. We have a lot of different colors, and yeah, I think I might just grab the Chromox. Godless Shrine might come around, and if not, we can pick up like a Dramoka or Go for the Throat. Okay, so there's a Baleful Strix. There's also Reanimate. I don't have like any way to get creatures in my graveyard right now. Preordain is okay. Skull Clamp, we have Elves and Deranged Hermit. It's a way to make that work. That's about it. Reanimate, huh? I think I'm just gonna Strix. Ooh. Okay. Opposition gives this deck a real purpose. Yeah. I'm down. So Kalitas. It's pretty expensive. I don't really want a 4-drop. It is good in the creature matchup. So is Pelucranos. Little Jace. Probably not playing Dig Through Time, by the way. Little Jace is okay. It can draw some cards, but we already have quite a bit of value with Recurring Nightmare and whatnot. Guess I'll just take Kalitas. I don't want to main deck him though, I don't think. On his own, he's not that exciting. We really only have one way to kill creatures, which is Skill and Render. And I guess suiciding them into Emrakul. So our mana's not great at the moment. I'm the first to admit that. Tropical Island is like the only duel we don't exactly need. Shriekmaw could be good. Evoke to kill anything. Same with Growing Rights of Itlamok. I don't even know how you say that. Grabs a creature and can flip. I like Strip Mine, but not for this deck. Maybe it is just a trop. Just better mana. That makes opposition easier to cast. Okay, so Savannah doesn't do anything different for our mana. Honestly, maybe we can just play Bloodbraid Elf. Ooh, Deathrite Shaman is a great pickup. We have a lot of fetches, so this can almost always tap for any color. Okay, here we have Oath of Nissa. We don't have any Planeswalkers. Burrow Signet doesn't fix our mana at all. I guess maybe we would want Oath of Nissa. Probably just go for the Throat. Dromoka's fine, but we don't have any white really. Lava Claw Reaches or Recruiter of the Guard. Let's take the Reaches. I don't think I'm playing it though. I might actually play Vraska. Rory's Wake is maybe castable. Dogma's Will Wheeling is kind of depressing. Okay, I think we have a deck. It's not good by any means. Harmonize might be too hard to cast with the double green. Deranged Sherman I think is worth it. This deck really leans heavily on Smuggler's Copter. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Wait. So we have Red Source's Badlands, which is gotten by Scalding Tarn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources for Bloodbraid Elf. How many lands are we playing right now? 22. Chrome Mox isn't really a land. Kind of counts as a land. Maybe we do want Harmonize. Chrome Mox, Mox Ruby. Badlands, Breeding Pool, and Trop. Okay, so our black is kind of sketchy. But we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources. Maybe we can't cast Skin Render? We can discard it though. Sure. Sure. Oh, I wanted to sort these by color. So we have a lot of green. So how many green sources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not terrible. So no white. Blue is just for opposition. How much blue do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blue is not terrible at all. What does this look like? We need more lands. Probably another swamp. And another forest. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green sources. That many green cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black sources. It's a little sketchy. Go for the throw, Mesmeric Fiend, Baleful Strikes, Nightmare, Skin Render. I think I need one different. Maybe out with Swamp, in with Lava Claw Reaches. Sure, we'll try like that. See you guys round 1. Probably the man is not perfect, but we're doing our